Hello everyone, VJose32, and it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Well, okay, not till tomorrow technically, but it's coming. And hey, I'm more than willing to accept late birthday presents. So if you want to send me anything, feel free. I don't mind. Let's get on with what's going on in the world of cards. What's on deck? First of all, USB-C has completely redesigned their website and redone Club 808. Now, well, I don't know what to say. But you see the website is completely different. I think it's weird with that image, the video. There's a new deck I'll get to. Club 808 is now free to join. There is different levels, tiers, as you can see. Bronze is the one that's absolutely free. You get email newsletters, exclusive product access, and special offers. The silver, you get a silver membership by spending $30 on their website, and you'll get the same stuff, plus free shipping days. Not sure if that's just to the US or not, or whatever. And then there's the gold level, which you get with $100 in purchases on the website. You get everything. You get priority purchasing, which means you get decks before anyone else does. The ability to buy decks before anyone else. Also, a free Club Gold member created deck that's coming, I believe, next spring. And free shipping days and additional offers. So, kind of interesting. Anyone who was a existing member is automatically a gold member, my understanding, which is nice. I mean, I guess it's fine. I feel like, I paid $18.95 for a membership a few months ago, January, whatever it was, and now all of a sudden everyone can get it free. And I almost feel like I should get that $18.95 back in a credit in the store, or at least a partial credit, but well, I guess it's better than nothing. And I know other members aren't too pleased. Now they do have a new deck. It's the Bicycle Bigfoot. I'm stomping my feet. It's interesting. I don't like that. Also, gold members, by the way, have the ability to add comments to decks, so that's kind of interesting. Here we go, Bicycle Bigfoot. It looks like the faces, the number cards, just have a bunch of info on them, and the back design, it's alright. It's nothing groundbreaking or anything like that. It's I guess it's kind of a fun deck. It is what it is. They do have a couple of decks coming. I don't know if I can find them or not. Where are they? So yeah, you can see the website here. All sorts of stuff going on. As you can see, all the articles are now available to everyone. I can't find that. I don't know why that is. But they did have them on the website somewhere. It is the Bicycle Metalux playing cards, which are the official versions of the foil prototypes I got recently. They're going to be available in a cobalt, which is a blue, a crimson, which is a red, and golden, which is, well, gold. They look pretty spiffy. And I don't know when they're coming, but they're coming in the future sometime. Moving on from Bicycle, let's get on to Kickstarter. There's a lot going on there. I'll get back to the top. There's been quite a few decks lately that are, well, not really up to snuff in my opinion. Let's start with this one, the Kindred Starter Playing Cards, which could almost be called Kindle Starter Playing Cards because they'd probably be good for Kindle for starting a fire. It's 80% funded, 27 days to go. Only an $1,850 goal. The faces are okay. I'm not really into this whole shapes and whatnot type pips and stuff like that. It's almost minimalist and everything, and they're okay. There's some effort in that. It's not bad. The back design, however, is bad in my opinion. That's your back design. It looks like a cheap knockoff of a Verts. Not a whole lot of effort put into it. There's also a double back or a gaff card, an orange deck actually. They might do that for a second deck to go into one. I don't know. I think it's really simple. It's weird. Here's your box. Don't know who's printing it. And I don't care. It's just, the faces aren't doing it for me. The backs are certainly not doing it for me. And the faces, the court cards, as you can see, are pretty much standard. They almost look like they were copied off another deck, except for the pips, and recolored. I just can't put my finger on what decks, but whatever, they're pretty much standard. Does it say who's producing? It doesn't say who's producing, but apparently they got sponsors. Okay. But it doesn't say who's producing it, though, that I know of. It might fund. It probably will. It's not a very high goal. If it does, that's the reason. Next up, Bicycle Elemental Playing Cards from Collectible Playing Cards. 22% funded, 38 days to go. Pretty long project. There is not 4, but 3 decks available on this project. The Fire, Earth, and Wind. The Water, I believe, will be available later on to their club members, which is a little bit weird. I think it should be available to everyone. People are going to want the whole set, but they're going to want to get the membership just to get the whole set. That could be a turnoff to backers, especially collectors. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's only a $15,000 goal. Here's the back design on the Earth. Faces, fairly standard with recoloring, custom pips, custom borders. And the number cards, some customization. And the jokers are not bad. And then there's the Wind. Similar back design, yet different. You'll see there's little touches that are different. And again, same with the pips and the colors on the faces. Some different minor touches. Fire, which looks pretty nice. I think the theme is okay, the colors are okay. I'm not quite sure I understand the lines on the faces and in the borders and everything. It just seems like an unnecessary touch, but whatever. I don't see a whole lot of info on the other one, but it's my understanding. I saw somebody mentioned that it's going to be in there for the club members. So there's that one. And that one's not, it's not bad. It's pretty nice looking decks. Next up, Diamond Playing Cards from Sisu Playing Cards. 75% funded, 25 days to go. I did open that one for some reason. Really nice looking cards, as you can see, and I like the yellow pips instead of red. It all fits together with the color scheme on the backs and the box, the yellow borders, and nice court cards that are custom yet simple and straightforward, almost standard looking, but they're not. They're pretty cool. They're simple, but completely custom. and I like it. Here's your back design. You know, I've seen other decks that were diamond themed and stuff like that, and one that I got screwed on, and they pale in comparison to this one. This one's just, it's pretty nice. Oh, look at that poster. And your sister cards, you know, you're gonna get something good. A little bit disappointed with the price. It's £9 each, which works out to about $18 Canadian. It does say free shipping worldwide, but to me that is more like included shipping, not free at that price, you know. If it was going to be free shipping, then it would have been like, you know, $10 total, not $18. But whatever, produced by Legends, it's going to be good. I like it. Next up, just launched today, Korum Playing Cards by Lord's Playing Cards. 12% funded, 31 days to go. $4,000 Euro goal. Hopefully this person's not from Greece. Actually, they're from Germany, but yeah. I wouldn't back a project from somebody in Greece right now. Probably wouldn't turn out too well. It's insane. I don't know what I'm feeling about this. And here's your back design. It is a little bit weird. Just all sorts of little things thrown in for the hell of it. They got about 8 different border elements or something in there. I mean, you got this one border along the edge, and you got another element here, then you got other borders, then you got the leafy thing. It's just major overkill. And not seeing this in an actual playing card format, I don't even know how it's going to look. And is there going to be white borders? The faces, by the way, are basically Arco faces. Again, a turn-off. I guess that's the Joker. It's not bad. No idea what the Ace of Spades looks like. It says it's going to be printed with Lord's Playing Card Company. I've never even heard of them. I don't even know if I want to hear of them. This is going to be kind of their debut deck, their standard deck, or new playing card company. It could be better. Just saying. Personally, I'm just not into that one. Next up, another one that is a failure in my opinion. Prominence Playing Cards Signature Deck from Mason Ledbetter and JD Kersey. How do they pronounce that? 7% funded, 27 days to go. I don't see it happening. $7,000 goal. They're barely scratched the surface. Here's your back design. It's probably the nicest thing about it, and it's not even that nice. It's kind of a three-dimensional looking diamond with all sorts of elements within it. Black borders, and it looks like a really dark blue back, or maybe it's a black back. I don't know. It's hard to tell. The faces, however, are even more disappointing. Here's your Ace of Spades. What the hell is that? It's got to be one of the worst Ace of Spades I've seen on Kickstarter. And, I mean, just not a lot of effort put into it. And it does even, I don't know, it's not doing it for me. The Joker's one of the worst Jokers I've ever seen on Kickstarter. It just says Prominence on it. I mean, how much more lazy can you get with this deck of cards? Let's look at the faces. It gets even lazier. They're completely standard. This is one of the laziest attempts of a playing card I've ever seen on Kickstarter. And it's not going to feature prominently in any playing card collection. I can almost guarantee it. It's supposed to be printed by Expert Playing Cards. And I'm not digging it. And I highly doubt it's going to fund it. Next up, another one that launched the same day that also is just not up to snuff. And I've had a little bit of a war of the words with the creator. It's currently 6% funded with $30 pledged. It's been like that since yesterday. 57 days to go. Even though he's only got like a $500 goal, I'm starting to wonder if it's actually going to fund. Here it is. It's the Joker Productions Playing Cards Breast Cancer Inspired deck. And he's got this whole, big video and trying to make a big thing of it. So he says he went to CVS pharmacy one day and saw the bicycle breast cancer decks, and he's like, oh, I can do this. So here's what he did. A back design, which is a one-way back design. There's nothing to do with breast cancer except for the pink ribbons in the corners and the pink colors. It's not good in any way, shape, or form. Apparently it's got black borders, I'm not sure. And then the faces are completely standard. Printed by Printer Studio, apparently. Oh, look at this. I like this. These are just a select few of the 54 cards in the deck. Oh, really? Because the rest are going to be any different or better? It's completely standard. I don't even see the point in showing all these faces because there's no point. And $10 for one of these. $10 for a deck printed by a pretty much no-name company. And, it's kind of crappy. Go to CVS Pharmacy or Walmart. With those $10, you can buy about 3 breast cancer bicycle playing cards, superb quality, and some of the proceeds go towards actual breast cancer research. It's a win-win situation. You get a great deck of cards, great quality, and it helps out people. This is going to cost you $10 and it's crap. I'm sorry, but crap is crap. Next up, moving along. Finally a good deck coming up. Piff the Magic Dragon playing cards. This is done by, of course, Piff the Magic Dragon and also Chris Chelko of Whispering Imps. It's 44% funded, 37 days to go. This is pretty awesome. There's a very nice little video with Piff the Magic Dragon doing some of his routines, and it's fun. I like it. To be printed by Expert Playing Cards. And here you go. It's completely 150% custom, including the tuck case. And I like it. Custom pips, as you can see, fire for the spades because of dragons. Diamonds, well, because he's got diamonds on his outfit. Paws, because of Mr. Piffles, his cute little dog. And hearts or flowers, because princesses like flowers, and he likes princesses. So as you can see, there it is. Completely custom. Fun, different, interesting. I like it. The back design, very nice, simple, but completely custom. Has his name on it because, like he says, it's got to have his name on it if it's his playing cards. And it's got this castle on there. Reminds me of the Magic Castle deck. And I like it. It's fun, but it's clean, simple. The box. Oh yeah, by the way, the court cards. The kings. I'm imagining they're going to be different from suit to suit. But the kings are Piff, because he's the king, obviously. The queens are his princesses. And the jacks are Mr. Piffles, his dog. Overall, like I said, a very fun deck. Buy some for yourself. Buy some for your kids. Why not? The box, oh, yeah, okay, they are different from suit to suit. There is another princess. The tuck case is the Tucktacular. It's inspired by his own case, Tucktacular. As you can see, it's a side-opening tuck case, and it actually has 2 of these cards that are die-cut and work like a stand, just like his Tacular that you see on his show. If you haven't seen his performances, you can see one from Penn and Teller Fool Us. He was just on America's Got Talent. You can see them on YouTube. They're awesome. He's funny. He's a good magician. And this is inspired by his Tacular. He figured, hey, what better thing for a tuck case than my case? So there it is. Definitely awesome, unique. I like it. And apparently you get 2 of these cards, so that's good. And gaff cards too, look at that. Mr. Piffles in a cannon and then it fires, it's funny. And the other one, Mr. Piffles through card. Just hilarious, fun. I like it. Definitely check that one out. Next up, Phantom of the Opera playing cards by Illusia Animation Studio. Not too long ago they had a project on Kickstarter where it was for a card designing software, which is fine, and now they come out with a deck of cards. Not so fine. It is 65% funded, 9 days to go, but I am not a fan of it. The artwork is fine, I got no problem with that. I mean, look, check that out. Completely custom, top to bottom, gilded edges. The back design is okay. It could be probably better. In fact, the back design is a one-way back design, which is horrible, in my opinion, having a one-way back design on a deck like this and what it looks like. Even the faces, the courtyards, because of these ribbons, the names, he made it a one-way design with that too. But it is completely custom nonetheless. My problem is the jokers are pretty cool, is that he's asking $37 Australian plus shipping for one freaking deck of cards. That's the early birds. Now it's $40. It's $40 Australian plus shipping, and shipping to Canada was $15 for one deck. It's $30 Australia or $30 US for one deck of cards, not including shipping. Plus, not to mention, he's going to have these way to the United Kingdom and then have them shipped back to customers in the United States. It's just a losing proposition, in my opinion. And being printed by, I'm not sure who. I think was it printed actually printed by some company in Europe because he's from Europe. And why it's in Australian is because apparently he's got partners in Australia that he has not told us about whatsoever in the project. So, to me, I'm not a big fan of this whole project. Too expensive and whatnot. I want to mention quickly the Grid 3.0 playing cards from 4PM Designs, 91% funded, 28 days to go. They have unlocked a second deck, the Grid Reboot, and I am sadly underwhelmed. $15 for this deck, pretty limited quantity. I'm not sure who's producing it, probably Liberty Playing Cards. And all it is a borderless reprint of the original deck. I mean, let's look at the Grid 3.0. To me, the Grid 3.0 is an innovative, interesting idea for the Grid series. And then you go into the Grid Reboot, and it's lazy and, I don't know, ridiculous. It's just a reprint. It's lazy and underwhelming and whatnot. So I thought I'd point that out. To me, I don't even care anymore. I got the original. That's better than this one. Next up, quickly mention Kingdoms of Verdun playing cards from Tim Linger. This is like the third version. 52% funded, 23 days to go. He is a little bit concerned about the funding, but it has, gotten past the 50% mark. It's only a $1,000 goal. Custom suits and artwork. Each suit has a different color, which I do like. Printed by Make Playing Cards. Not linen air, that's for sure. Excuse me. Not a linen air finish. That's for sure, not at that price. Here's one of his original decks. So as you can see, similar theme, suits and everything, but redone. Court cards are different. It's a fantasy comic style, I guess. It would be nice if he did something that was different instead of doing the same Kingdoms of Erden. I know this is a big fantasy thing that he's working on, but if it's not working, he can't even. It's people just aren't into it, I guess. The back design, I'm not a big fan of it. It's a one-way back design. I might have mentioned this before. I apologize if I did. But yeah, there's your back design. One way could be better. It's just, I don't know. I'm not seeing enough changes from the previous decks. The court cards are different. The color schemes are a bit different. But it's still very similar to the previous decks because it's the same fantasy kingdom. Moving along, one more deck to tell you about on Kickstarter. I'm also not a big fan of. It is the Pride. Colorful poker-like card system by Odd Hackwelder. 25% funded, 33 days ago. I might have mentioned this one as well. I believe these are the faces he's using. They're kind of fun and colorful, different. They're kind of all over the place. However, it's kind of weird. It would be weird to use these for playing card games because they're just all over the place. You got black pips, white pips, colored pips, pips all over the places. Not only that, check this out. He's got all 52 states or whatever it is, states on the faces of every card. He's got dice on the faces of every card. It's just all over the place. The jokers are weirdly colorful. And then the back design right there, it's just a lazy one-way back design. It just says Pride on it with a rainbow. Whoop-de-doo. And these are some optional ideas as well. That's not really good. And that's that for Kickstarter. I wanted to mention quickly, collectibleplayingcards.com has some new stuff. They do have the Seasons playing cards in used editions available. $30 for a set. That's pretty good. Children playing cards by someone named JL. I'll get to that in a minute. The New Carnival 1984 deck from Big Blind Media. The Tally-Ho British Monarchies and the limited edition. They're pretty nice. I wish that the limited edition actually had that back design on it, but sadly it didn't. And also the new Bicycle Fireworks decks. And they also have some card guards. And that Deaf Guy playing cards, which I have a review coming up soon. Children playing cards is this. It's a deck of cards in which the art was designed by 43 children or something like that from South Korea. Pretty interesting. It is a one-way back design, but it's not bad. And it's made by USPC, so it's good. And they're going to donate 7% of total sales of these cards to children who need help, so it's for a good cause as well. So that's that. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but cardexperiment.com has some new decks available on pre-order. It is the Artelect playing cards. Now you know what Artelect means. I might have mentioned them. Oops. 2 decks, a black one and a regular one. Pretty nice, completely custom, and I do recommend checking them out. And there's also a 15% off discount code right now. CX Artelect 15 off. So what better time to get it? Unfortunately, I forgot to use the code. Stupid me. But whatever. And quickly, see if there's anything here to tell you about. Oh yes, here's the Artelex. So I'll mention a few things quickly. This one is coming in August. It's Velator playing cards from Dark Matter Card Company. Not a big fan of it. I see cards here that, they don't have suits on them. They're just red letters. And I guess, I don't see them. Unless every suit is just represented by something different. Like this one seems to be represented by animals. This one, the one on the left seems to be represented by animals. The other one seems to be represented by Cthulhu's or something. Another one seems to be represented by skeletons. Really? And then here you see images. They do have, it looks like clubs or something on these cards and spades on these ones, but the red ones, well, this one looks like it's got hearts, but these ones, they don't have anything on them. It's just weird. The back design's okay, although the borders don't match the faces, and even the faces seem to have different colors from suit to suit. It's a weird deck. Look at this. It looks like skeleton anatomy and whatnot. I don't know. Just I I do not know what to say, but I'm not liking it. That's for sure. And those clubs, actually, they look like something else. Moving along, Magna Carta coming from Alex Chin in a couple of months, probably. Very nice looking card. Artwork so far. But that's all we got so far. There's the Bicycle Metalux playing cards. As you can see, using their new foil technology. Looking pretty nice. It's also nice to see a color that's different than what the prototypes had, because they had silver and green as well in the prototypes. And here we got gold, so that's pretty nice. As long as they're not 20 bucks each, I'll be happy. And coming July the 15th to conjuringarts.org, these new playing cards from Assay Wind, I apologize for mispronouncing his name, produced by Expert Playing Cards, of course. They are the Chameleons. In 3 different colors, they got this awesome, looks like a rainbow type foil in the center. Looks like green and blue, and well, I'm seeing green and blue anyways. I thought, oh yes, and red. I knew there was 3 colors somewhere. Ugh, I couldn't find. But yeah, red, blue, and green. That seems to be standard with Conjuring Arts decks, 3 colors. But whatever. So that is that. I apologize for the video being long. I got a jet. I got to get to the dentist. I'll see you next time.